they say a mother's love is the purest thing on earth. But what happens when that love becomes a weapon? Soft, gentle, but deadly. This is the story of a woman named Elena and her only son, Osas. No husband, just one little boy with bright eyes and a hungry stomach. Every morning she woke up before the sun, carried heavy loads at the market, bore insults from customers just to make a little change. But every time she returned home, her face lit up because Osas was waiting. And he was the reason she kept going. She denied herself everything, new clothes, food, even medicine, so he could eat, go to school, and wear something decent. She told herself, he won't suffer like I did. He'll have a better life even if I die trying. And that's exactly what she did. She gave him everything, too much even. When he failed in school, she blamed the teachers. When he stayed out late, she said, he's just a boy. When he demanded money, she gave it. Sometimes borrowing from neighbors just to keep him happy. He never learned hardship, never learned the pain of hunger, because she took it all upon herself. Years passed. Osas grew into a man, physically, but inside he was still a child, entitled, reckless, ungrateful. He started following the wrong crowd, took drugs, drank, laughed at those who worked hard. Elena still defended him. He's just going through a phase, she would say. But deep down, she was breaking. One evening, she sat at home with a little plate of rice with beef stew. She hadn't eaten since morning. Osas had taken her last money the day before, said he needed it for something important, but he never said thank you, never even came back that night. She stared into the air, tears silently rolling down her cheeks. She remembered the days he held her hand, the nights she rocked him to sleep, all the dreams she had for them. She prayed silently, God, please bring my son back to me. But God answered differently. That same night, around 2 a.m., a knock on the door. Police. He had overdosed in an abandoned building, with boys who vanished the moment he collapsed. His phone was filled with photos. Parties, girls, alcohol, and debts. Elena collapsed. Not from the news, but from guilt. She had raised him in love, yes, but love without discipline, support without structure, and it had cost her everything. People whispered, she spoiled him. She protected him too much. She didn't teach him how to stand, and sadly, they were right. Elena learned too late that sometimes, when you give a child everything, they grow up with nothing on the inside. He could have been a doctor, a businessman, a man with purpose, but now he was just a memory, a painful one. Listen, love is powerful, but when given without wisdom, it becomes poison. Too many parents today are too soft, too afraid to say no, too afraid to correct. And that's how good kids sometimes grow up lost. Yes, children are a gift from God, but without guidance, even a gift can become heartbreak. You came into this world before your child. You've seen life. You know better. So lead them, whether it's the gentle path or the hard one, because love isn't always soft. Sometimes love looks like discipline. And one day, when they've grown into men and women of value, they'll remember the lessons, they'll remember you, and they'll thank you. Be a good parent before it's too late. Don't be Elena.